1. Never show fear, ever. Wolves smell fear. No matter how scared you are, always act as if everything is fine. Don't allow your body to stiffen. Relax your throat so your voice sounds natural. Most importantly, relax your eyes. Practice dead eyes. This goes along with not being afraid. Ever see someone with a 1,000-yard stare? Their eyes looking around slowly. They look glazed over and dull. Look almost as if you are tired. Basically, like you don't give a damn. The first thing predators look for is weakness, and fear is weakness. One of the dead giveaways to fear is the eyes. Walk with your head up. Not only does it allow you to observe better what is going on around you, but it shows you have confidence. Walking with your head down looks weak and unconfident plus unaware. It all really bad when combined together. The combination of these things gives off the perception that you are a target. 2. Walk with some swag. Swing your arms a bit as you walk. Rock your shoulders a bit if you can pull it off. Observe video clips of world leaders and how they walk. They are groomed for such things. Walking is a display of power if you do it right. Plus, knowing what it looks like will give you a better awareness of who may potentially be powerful on the street. 3. Practice strong body language. Talk with your hands. Use open gestures. Use facial expressions to provide context to your words. Gesticulate. Remember, everything on the street is about appearances. The way you are perceived equates to your confidence level, and your confidence level equates to your overall strength. So what if you're a little, petite 17-year-old girl? Maybe you have 6 brothers that all lift weights and pack guns. Not exactly someone you want to mess with on the streets, right? The streets know this. Thus, there are certain people you can mess with and certain people you just don't. Perception is everything. Hey, if that little 17-year-old girl walks with complete and utter confidence, it must be for a reason. Again, perception. 4. Learn to lie. Lies are powerful on the street. Why do you ask? Because it allows you to shape perception. If someone thinks your dad is crazy or connected, they'll be hesitant to mess with you. If people believe your story about your crazy army uncle that killed 20 people in the Middle East with a knife while the enemy slept, you really think someone is going to conclude that it's a good idea to mess with you? The best lies contain the most truth. Take a story you read about or someone else's, and add your own embellishments with your cousin inserted in as the main character. And be kind of vague with the details. The least amount of lying goes a long way. 5. Keep people at a distance. Trust no one. This goes along with the last one. If you let people too close to your personal life, they will eventually start to figure you out. Being enigmatic is a powerful illusion of perception. The fewer people know about you, the better. Let their imagination fill in the details. If you've done everything I've said so far, you'll be almost mythical to most everyone. And that is precisely what you want. And to achieve this, do not let people into your home. A lot can be learned about a person from where they lay their head. Keep the streets on the streets. Let them imagine you sleep on a bed of nails with no covers. You don't need blankets. The rattlesnakes slithering around your body are sufficient enough to keep you warm. 6. It's not what you know, but who. Let's say you've briefly met and talked to one of the hardcore respected thugs in the neighborhood. You kept it brief and used what you've learned so far. A couple of months down the road, you find yourself stepping out of the store when a couple of thug types start chatting you up, and you can tell they're sizing you up for something not good. So, because you watched this video, you know exactly how to handle the situation. You look at them dead in the eye like you could give 2 Fs and say, "Hey, I thought I recognized you. You know Stokes, right?" Now Stokes is the thug you met a couple of months back. Stokes has quite the reputation as someone you don't mess with. Guess what they're going to say, lol? It's going to sound almost exactly like this. "Oh, you know, Stokes? Lol, technically you do." Make some quick small talk. Maybe introduce yourself, slap them up, and make your exit. Again, perception. 7. Never reveal you are out of your element. One thing I learned from the streets is to know the hood you're in. This is very important. Even the hardest, most streetwise thugs will tell you. They don't go to another hood they don't know. It's like a wolf wandering off into another pack of wolves' territory. Big no. If you find yourself in a bad neighborhood you're unfamiliar with, do not, I repeat, do not tell anyone you're not from around there. Again, lie. Tell them your peoples stay around the way off 32nd and Bay. Smile and swag off in the other direction. In order to pull off that bluff, you better be paying attention to street signs and your whereabouts. The biggest and best target in any ghetto is an outsider that knows no one. Never reveal that you are not from around here. You're not alone. Your wolf pack will be here any minute. What's taking them so long? They live just around the corner. 8. Don't stop and talk to strangers. Anyone trying to talk to you is likely sizing you up. Victims often stop and engage because they feel pressured to do so. They end up feeling trapped in the conversation, and people experienced on the street can detect this relatively easily. If you are forced to engage verbally, do so while in motion. Make it short and sweet. Besides, you're in a hurry. Your mom just picked up your brother from the boxing gym, and they want to see you before his big fight. 9. Know whom you're dealing with. The drug dealers on every other corner are not just selling drugs. Don't be naive. They are involved in all manner of illegal activities. They will rob you, stab you, shoot you, or worse. Don't think that because you bought a couple of bags of weed from Dipset on the corner that he is your friend. Those thugs on the corner routinely rob and kill each other if the opportunity is right, and many of them are related. Again, trust no one, and keep everyone at a distance. 10. People are going to test you. Don't let them rattle you. Everything you've learned so far will save your life. It saved mine. However, not everyone, all the time, is going to believe your BS. They'll question your swag. They won't believe your stories. Someone is going to test you. Expect it. It's inevitable. When they bark, bark back. Show some teeth. You're a wolf, remember? Act like a wolf. Arch your back. Let the hair on your back stand up to appear larger and more menacing. Growl and snarl a bit. Stand your ground until it's a stalemate, or you sense immediate reprisal. Then back off, respectfully. Of course, this is a metaphor. What it means is to stand your ground to a point but know when to make your exit. It's okay to back down, but do it with strength. Like a wolf learning who the alpha is. The real trick to this is to never show disrespect. If at all possible, many things can be overlooked and forgiven. Disrespecting the wrong person can get you killed. 11. Always show respect. Even if you are disrespected, never attack the person directly with your words. Never attack their character or appearance. Attack their argument. Poke holes in their logic, and destroy the premise of what they are saying. Always have one foot out the door when doing so. 12. Choose your battles wisely. Fight only the fights you can win. My friend got into a fight with his girlfriend. She threw his stuff out a second-story window onto the lawn. She attacked him, clawing and punching. He fought back. Later, her tough guy thug cousin confronted my friend at the store and sucker punched him. The next day, I spoke with my friend on the phone, and he wanted to get some of his things from her house, but was afraid to go back. I told him I would go with him. He was reluctant and couldn't believe I was brave like that. Despite my martial arts background, her cousin was a lot bigger and packed guns and everything else you can imagine. Long story short, I knew chances are her cousin wouldn't be there. But the simple fact that we showed up with confidence and respect worked to our advantage. Her cousin wasn't there, and my friend got what he wanted. Months later, after they kissed and made up, we went over there. And when we walked into her bedroom, there was her cousin sitting there in a chair in the corner. And he looked up directly at me. He smiled and went on to praise me for how cool I was having guts, and how I looked like a rock star and blah blah. Point is, word got around that my friend and I showed up together to get his things, despite the potential threat. It was a display of courage, and it was one of the events that took place during that time period that cemented my image as someone you don't mess with. The bottom line is this: unless you know what you're doing, stay out of the ghettos of the world. Like the jungle, quite literally everything has the potential to hurt you, or even kill you. The jungle will consume you if you let it, and so will the urban jungle. So it's best to be prepared. If you're forced to interact with dangerous people, the first and most important rule is to never show fear. I can't stress it enough. Aside from that, be ready with some good BS, because trust me when I say, in the streets, there's BS everywhere. Every second. Everything is exaggerated, maximized, blown out of proportion, you name it. Act accordingly.